Hi you guys, so I'm back again with another video, and this is going to be a story time video, and I'm going to tell you about the time I almost got beat up. Okay, so I'm going to just jump right into the story. So I was in like the 7th grade. This is when I was living up in New York. I was in public school. I was in the 7th grade, and I was in the magnet program. So like we were on a separate like part of the hall away from all the other 7th graders. So like it was one classroom here and one classroom on the other side. So my homeroom class was on this side, and you know, our teachers did like team teaching. So one teacher taught math and science, and then the other teacher taught ELA and social studies. So we had a guy teacher, I forgot his name, he taught math and science, and then we had a lady teacher, and she taught us English and social studies. So I was in the guy's class. He was my homeroom teacher. That's where my locker was, my desk, all of my stuff was in that class. And then we would switch and go to the other class so we can go to ELA and social studies. So I think I had just got like a new phone for my birthday. It was my first phone. My dad got it for me. I got it for my birthday, just so I can have a way to communicate with people, because you know, my mom worked, so just in case no one was there to pick me up, I had a way to call. So I got a new phone, and like a couple months passed, and I had the phone with me at school, and it was time to switch classes and go to ELA, and I left my phone in my desk. I don't know why and I don't know how, but I left the phone in my desk. So when I came back, my phone was missing. So I'm just like, okay, what's going on? Somebody took my phone, and automatically I'm assuming it's someone from the other class, because they're the only ones that really come into our classroom. So I'm automatically assuming it's someone over there. So it was like a bunch of little rumors going around. Oh, it was this person, it was that person, and someone told me that it was this girl in the other class. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna ask her, did she get my phone? So somebody told the teacher too, and he asked her as well. So we asked her, did she have the phone? She's like, no, I don't have her phone, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. So then you know, I called my parents. I told them I lost the phone. They cut the bill off, whatever. So like a couple of days later, maybe like 2 days later, I don't even know if it was that long, I was in my English class with the lady teacher, and we were reading a book. I don't remember what book it was. It might have been Where the Red Fern Grows, but I really don't know. I forgot which book we were reading. But the person sitting next to me, it was we were in like groups of 4, and one of the people sitting in my group opened his book, and he's like, look, somebody wrote something about you in the book. I'm like, what? Like, why would somebody write something about me in these old behind books? So I look, and sure enough, somebody wrote something about me in the book. It was like, Jessica is something, I don't even remember. So I'm like, what? Like, who wrote that about me in the book? And I don't know, I think our books were numbered or something, or like wherever you sit, that's what book you get, and that's the same book every time. And so somebody told me that it was the same girl that they said stole my phone, that she had wrote that in the book about me because she was mad because I said she stole my phone. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna write something about her in the book too. So I write in the book that I think I wrote she was fat or something like that. And so I'm like, don't tell no, you know, I'm telling everybody in my group, don't tell nobody, you know, yeah, I wrote it, blah blah blah, whatever. So like not even a whole day goes by, and the boy who was in my group in English class goes and tells the girl that I wrote that about her in the book. So now she's mad. She's, oh, I want to fight her, yada yada. So she's like saying little smart stuff about me, and me and her like went back and forth for like 2 or 3 days, like just going back and forth. Oh, she said this, well Jessica said this, and she said this, and then, you know, just going back and forth, whatever. But I didn't think that, and you know, I just thought we were just going to keep going back and forth, and eventually it'll be over. That's it. Done. So me and her went back and forth, like I said. So time went by. So I'm in my classroom, my homeroom class. I'm at my locker. I'm getting my, I was either unpacking for the day or getting myself ready. I think I was getting myself ready for the day, like, you know, getting my stuff out for my class, whatever, blah. So our door is always locked, so I hear a knock at the door, and like the door is like up here and I'm like at the back of the class at my locker. So I hear a knock at the door, so I'm like, you know, not really paying no attention. So somebody goes and opens the door, and the girl walk in and she's like, where's Jessica? I want to fight her. We're gonna fight, da 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 da. Like she's going off, I'm gonna fight you, da da da, you are this, you are that, blah blah blah. And I'm just sitting back there like so shocked, like, oh my god, like this would have been my first like fight. So I'm sitting back there like, oh my gosh, like I'm not really a fighter, so I'm just like nervous. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? So she, you know, she going off and yeah, da, 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 da. And I'm sitting there like, well, I'm not no punk. So I just start going off back at her. What you gonna do? Come on over here, let's fight then, bring it, da, da, da. So I'm just going back, we going back and forth. And finally my teacher's like, no, we're not having that in here, you got to get out. So he makes her get out, and he closed the door or whatever. I promise you, as soon as he closed that door, I got my phone and I called my mom. Oh mommy, this girl is trying to fight me, da, da, da. Like I wasn't like hysterical crying, but I was like, she's trying to fight me. And I know it sounds crazy, like why you just ain't fight her back, but this girl was huge. She was huge. Like we were in 7th grade. She looked like she was a grown behind woman. We were all in 7th grade, but she was like wide and all outside. Like she was huge. The girl was humongous. Like, let's say this is SpongeBob SquarePants, I'm Plankton and she's Patrick Star. Like I'm this, she's this. Like she was humongous. So I'm just scared. I'm like, this girl will destroy me. Like I wasn't small in 7th grade, but I was way smaller than what she was. I was tall, but I was way smaller than what she was. So I'm just like, this girl is gonna kill me, she's gonna destroy me. So I call my mom. She calls my grandma, because my grandma worked at the school at the time. So my grandma comes and she talks to me. She's like, what's the girl's name? You know, you don't have to point her out to me, just tell me her name. So I told my grandma her name, and my grandma like kind of waited it out a little bit. And then like later on in the day, I saw my grandma talking to her. She's like, if you ever mess with my grandchild, like she was like letting her know, don't mess with my grandchild or we gonna have a problem. So yeah, that's what happened. The girl said she was gonna fight me after school, but I always had somebody pick me up, so you know, she really didn't have a chance to fight me. And my thing is, we had like PE together, we had lunch together, like we had hallway, like we would see each other in the hallway, everything. And she never once put her hands on me like she was ready to fight. So to me, I feel like she was all talk, like, you know, but I didn't really have a problem with her. I didn't have beef with her. She was a bully. She used to pick on me all the time. But yes, comment down below. I want to hear you guys' stories, and make sure you thumbs up and subscribe to see more of my videos. I have more videos planned for you guys. I'm so excited. You should see my planner. It's like filled up with videos. I'm so excited. So make sure you subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter to keep up with me. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.